Hello, this is the Jack of Strategy Games come today, bringing you my first impressions of The Last Federation. It is a game by Arcen Games, who also made AI War, Shattered something or other, Shattered Haven, Valley Without Wind, and Skyward Collapse. So they have a good number of games on their repertoire, so to say. Their best probably being AI War in my opinion, so far anyway. We'll see if The Last Federation has anything to live up to. I expect a lot, to be honest. And so, well, let's get straight into the game and see what happens. Normal, and a cushion start, because I think that's what happens in the quick start, or that's just random. So yeah, the story of the game. You are this. You are a gigantic, I assume multi-headed hydra. I hope so anyway, because that'd be awesome. The story is you betray your own species because they are basically mean, they're evil, kind of thing. So you betray your own species, you go to other worlds and give them spacefaring technology. At which point the other species kill your species, and then you're just left with continuing your intended purpose, which is to unite the entire solar system under one alliance, the Federation. Sounds simple. Yet to achieve it myself, however. This is just a tutorial combat to get used to the combat basically, so I'll run you through it. You've got your power distribution sliders up here, weapons, shields and engines. So max engines, I can move further. The combat is turn based and it's a two tier system where you've got a move, then an attack. Which, they've launched fires at me. You can see there's my miniguns going, which is great. But with full engines, I'm not going to be useful. Let's get some power tools. I don't like moving fast, but I'll need to do something. Yep. And against shields, you'll probably want the energy blaster. You've got 3 weapons. With this setup, I've got minigun, which is good for taking down fighters and such. Energy blaster for shields and certain ships, and the gravity lance for the large ships once you get through their shield. You've got multiple options on how you use your weapons. You can only fire one specific weapon per turn, so it's a bit basic. I don't really like that. It feels like kind of boring. They could have done more with it. That's just my opinion, but I agree. But you've got auto fire, so it doesn't matter where you click it, it'll fire at anything in range. It does prioritize the better targets, so if I mouse over this target, you'll see your DPS against this in the bottom left. First, energy blaster for 151,000 DPS. So about 2-3 turns and I should get through his shields. So long as I can hit him. There we go. And let's just force fire with the second ability, which you can select ships which to fire at, like so. Shield's still up, so on our turn, and the shield is gone. You can see the energy blaster is no longer useful. It'll now say the gravity lance, so let's just use the gravity lance and finish this combat. One, be careful, I'm already at half shields. Let's see, what have I got? These are your abilities, you have 6 of them, and using any one of them will create this energy wave that destroys all incoming projectiles. Handy, considering it consumes your move and attack phase for that turn. Let's see, he's actually getting away from me. Gravity lance is good. Oh, it's good. I can keep in range. And he's dead. And the combat is that simple. You sometimes have different objectives, like to dock with X station, to reach Y area, or kill Z number of ships. That's generally all I've seen so far. You do get special ones involving like assassins attacking you, or the AFA, the Anti-Federation Assailants, or whatever they are. Basically all races that are not in a Federation kind of turn against you. It's a pain. It's a real pain. So I'm currently here at the Cushion home world, where they absolutely hate me. So yeah, you've got your armadas surrounding the planet. That is the friendly armadas to this planet. It'll be a bit confusing later. It doesn't really matter. The abstract strength of those armadas. Don't know what it relates to, although higher is better. Your relations with the species, -102, not looking good for me so far. And this relates to the species owning the planet and how much the planet is useful to them. Like the Acutians, 3.68. That's quite high. That is really good for them. Lucky bastards. You've got the population of the planet, and these 4 things down here. You've got your economic, negative is bad. You've got your medical, negative is bad. That means a lot of people are dying. You've got your environment, negative is bad, and I assume negative environment impacts birth rates. So having these 2 negatives is kind of horrible. And then you've got public order. Not sure what kind of effect that has, but again, first impressions is the first impressions. I played a game for 4 hours before I died, and I managed to get 2 races in the Alliance, and then they died. It was not pleasant. Many mistakes were made. So this is the solar system view. You'll be spending most of the game here. You've got 8 races. You've got the Skylaxings up here. This is all. You've got the Evok homeworld here. You've got the Andor homeworld here. The Phyraxians here. The Burlust here. The Pelstians here. And the Borines here. And this little exploded thing here is where the Hydrals yourself used to live. They're no more anymore. How sad. I mean, you're a multi-headed Hydra. How is that not awesome? In all fairness, I feel they could have done a lot more with that idea, if you are indeed a multi-headed Hydra, that is. I mean, you could have had in talking between heads, some jokes here, giving some backstory to yourself, to the story. I mean, it could have been good, humorous, entertaining. Hopefully they can always add that at some point. It would be awesome. All you need is a really good voice actor. And so, at this point, we're just starting the game, so I've got to pick a race. Who would be the best ones to actually associate with an aid? That is a difficult choice. I'm probably... Yeah, this is a difficult choice. The Andors are probably a good choice. Yeah, let's go with Andors. Let's just jump in here. So when you're at a world, you've got planet details. It just gives you the information about the planet, and yeah, if I knew what it was, that'd be great. Civilians, 60 million. I wonder what's the population here? 96 million. And here, oh, they're about to be spacefaring in a moment. 100. Where is it? If I've been I've been assuming that's yeah, I've been assuming that's civilians. It's not. It's ground troop power. Total population 3 million. There we go. I was looking at the wrong bit. Oh well. Yeah, you've got your black market here, which you can buy mysterious hydro technologies and weapons. You can buy bribe items, sell bribe items. Handy for, I don't know, muscling your way into someone's government. You can sell prisoners as slaves, although a lot of people kind of hate you for doing that. Sell raw resources, because holding on to them is worthless. They do you nothing. And the main part is construction workers, scientists, and security. Security for any outposts you capture, basically. There's 3 types of outposts, and you can capture the manufacturing and the science, and you can outsource them basically to other races to boost their potential, pretty much. And then you've got the military outpost, which boosts ship production for that race, so you can't exactly capture it, because who's going to pilot your ships? You know, you can hire security and whatnot, but apparently no one to pilot warships to have a group with. Oh well. So yeah, I think I was going to go with the Andors. Friendly acts. They're not spacefaring yet, so you're limited in what you can do. So first you need to deliver spacefaring tech, so let's do that. And very simplified mission here. We just need to get to the designated point, which is right here. It's fairly simple to do. You just max out engines, put the rest into shields, and just gun it right to the point. Avoiding that missile preferably, so I'll just dive over this side. And that should be me doing it right there. Done. That's simple.
The Andors are now spacefaring. Their benevolent nature may make them a source of help.
Quick and to the point. There is some voice acting. Wonderful. I have to say, speaking of voice acting, it's supposed to be computerized because it is a computer of your ship talking to you as that thing. But the soundtrack in general is it's actually really awesome. Just listen to it. Just listen to it. Yeah, isn't that awesome? I do enjoy it myself. So, this is the Andor's Parliament. Each race has different working parliaments. You can see the Andors with their all these different categories. I don't even know. I've never even dealt with Andors before. I see 8 other. Oh, no, I don't want 8 other planets. Speeches. I don't know what these do. Apparently, oh god, I have no idea what this is. Colonize planner, yeah, that's good. Increase your civilian base. That's always a good thing to go with. 60 million is quite low. It could be an issue. So this is as a grand strategy. You've got this time mechanic, as most do. It's done in months. Down here, you can see the progress through the current month. These are all these indexes are months. There's a lot of them, and each month is about how many seconds of gameplay? There's a way to find out. So one solar month is 20 seconds of game time. That is quite a lot actually, and trust me, it tallies up. You don't want to be doing any 60-month dispatches, cause that's one quick way of losing the game. Trust me, it is one very quick way of losing the game. So, let's just show more of the combat stats before something interesting happens. These are the executions, the ones who held you prisoner, due to lower reasons. So let's just recruit an informant, because you need to do that to get the useful options, such as raid for technology. Let's see, what technologies did I take? Advanced subatomic fear, that's always a good one. So, when you're stealing a technology, you need to dock with a station, wherever it is. That's it there. The science lab. Fortunately, I've still got all my power in my engine, so I can just zoom right there, bypassing all the ships. As you can see, they can't keep up. You're in a super powered ship compared to everyone else. One-on-one, they cannot take you. So let's just zoom in right there, not through the miss, so that really hard. I can't take another one like that. But while I'm here, I could just put all power to the shields and just set out. You can't take it straight away, you have to actually remain here for a few turns and... Oh god, I may actually die here. Let's see. Nope, I'm good. I'm good. Yep, I'm good. Max shields is difficult to deal with, apparently. It's getting a bit hairy, let's just do this. And I'm done. It was a bit hairy, but I done it in the end. And I stole the technology from them. They hate me even more, but I got something out of it. So you can also attack the local armadas. This gives you credits, which is basically your currency for interacting with the races. Beyond that, it serves little to no purpose. Let's see, 2 flagships, that should be easy to do. Let's switch to the energy blaster to get through those shields. Yeah. Yep. That's a tanky ship. He is actually outrunning me. let's get some more power to engines and catch up with him for the gravity lance. Yeah, that's doing the trick. And he's dead. There's one ship left, it's back there. Let's turn around, try and avoid everything I can, and hit everything in the way. Wonderful. I'll need to switch back to the energy lance to kill him. And face rain and missile. So this is a fairly easy thing to do. The early game armadas aren't that strong, but they do kind of ramp up in difficulty very quickly if you're not careful.
The Arcens are now spacefaring. Searching dictionary for a phrase more urgent than extreme danger. Done. Imminent doom is today's advisory.
That's what that voice reminds me of. Broken Age. The voiceover is that. It does remind me of that. I kinda like it for that. It's a good computerized voice of humour and wit. Kinda good. I do enjoy it. That's pretty much the game in a nutshell, though. This is the extent of it. Your goal was to rally as many races in the one alliance, crush who oppose this alliance, and I guess your victory is the value of your victory is determined by how many races you can get in this alliance. If you can get all 8, then that's the best scenario you could probably get in this game. I have managed to get 2 in an alliance and then proceed to die, so I couldn't say. And it looks like 104 million. It looks like colonizing the moon was quite the boost for the Andors. Let's see. I wonder if they have more than one moon. Indeed they do. Let's just colonize them all. I don't know how you find details on moons. Maybe it's in here. No, I'm not seeing any reference to any form of moons here, which is unfortunate. So I guess it's a thing, it just happens by chance. It's not, I don't know if it relates to anything, because you can't see any moons unless I see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, unless there's 4 moons there. Let's see. This would be the 3rd time. So I can only do it once more. Hey, yep. So that should be the last moon colonized, if I understand this correctly. Nope, there's a 5th moon somewhere. So I don't see a 5th moon. This could be just asteroids randomly and no relation to the game whatsoever. It's hard to tell sometimes. Ah, I can keep colonizing moons. Is there any punishment to doing this? I'm losing 3 solar months each time I do this, so it's not entirely ideal, I guess. But in all honesty, currently I don't see a downside to it. I don't know the strategy for starting, so I don't know if what I'm doing is a waste or not. Yeah, I don't know about trade. I guess that's... Oh, I see. So you do speeches to force different parties into power, then once that party's in power you can interact with them. I see. So, let's see, what is the stats? Medical's bad, environment is bad, economic is bad. Let's get the economy down, up even. Don't want it down. That's just a terrible idea. I'm trying to help these guys, not destroy them. Who would be doing the economy? That would be the abstainers. I wonder if I can get the abstainers into power. Abstainers, make speech. I don't know what that did. I'll be honest, I don't know if that actually helped. If they've changed here, so I guess this is ranked. The highest one will eventually be the ruling party once any vote happens, I guess. So it's just a matter of waiting. That's good. I'll just leave that there. I did saw something as well. Expand usable land area. See, this is what you want to be careful with. You can do it for 60 months, but that is a quick way of losing the game. To start with, you'll probably want to do 5 months, maybe. Let's do that. And then the game will progress through while you do this dispatch. You can see up here, months left. You can fast forward it and super fast forward it. Would not recommend it. Looks like the Arcutians are just scouting around. They're looking to kill me already. I hate them already. 2 months left. You also get these quests once in a while. I often forget about them because I just don't notice them most of the time. And that looked like it helped. 500 million, that's great. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Oh, do I want to help the Peltians? Let's see, I've never done this one before. Reach a drop zone. No, it's just another one of these, is it? Well, I don't need weapons for this. Just max engines, and away I go. Where's the drop zone? Up there. So if I go around here and there, that should be fine. Right, past the ship. I'm sure they won't mind. Whoa. This is done. Simple. You can overthink things sometimes. I wish the tactical combat was a lot more deeper than it is. Like, later on in game, you'll have fleets of 100 ships flying about, attacking a planet. And if you try to defend, help it defend or help attack, you only see like a percentage of this fleet in the combat. And you kill it or help it defend, and then that's a win. They're still being bombarded by 100 more ships, but that battle was a win. And I kind of don't like that. It's a false win. It doesn't help you. It doesn't improve the situation at all. Or at least very minimally it helps. I would have loved to see it being a case of, well, there's 100 ships here attacking. There's 20 ships, 30 ships defending. You go in to help defend as well. I would love to have been able to see these 20 to 30 ships, including yourself, trying to fend off the 100 odd enemy ships. Sure enough, even you and your advanced super ship wouldn't be able to hold off against them all, but at least you'd be able to whittle them down, withdraw, and feel like you accomplished something more than just killing 4 ships at a time per combat. That's just my opinion. People may see it differently. I could be completely misinterpreting the combats, how the combats are supposed to work, how you're supposed to be involved in the combats, but again, first impressions, there's only so much I can garner with 4 odd hours gameplay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All there is to say about it. Try to think. Yep, that is everything. Let's see if our accents are okay. Let's just give them a technology. Maybe they'll like me. Yeah, that or I'll make them easier to kill me. You know, you've got to weigh these things in. And there's these buttons down here that I've overlooked, I guess. Your logbook tells you everything that's going on in the system that you may have missed. You've got your racial power grid, which just ranks the races in their categories, like ground power. Don't mess with the burless for ground power, it seems. Who was it? Oh yeah, it was Andors. Where are the Andors? Oh, they're second. Wonderful. They have 3 armies, armadas even. Space power of 90. Sounds good. Good population. 1 planet, no outposts. Oh. It would seem that Acutians have an outpost. Maybe I should go deal with that. Where is it? Oh, it must be referring to this. This must be classed by as an outpost. Well, I guess I can't deal with it. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Can I research the technology with these guys? Yes, I can. I guess a good one to go with is... that's a bit long. Bomb shells maybe not too useful here, but space elevator sounds good. Research is one thing, you still have to build the damn thing with them. I don't know if they build things by themselves. I may have just missed it, but that's just me. So you've got your racial power grid, you've got your computer advisor. Good suggestions here. Boreans, Burlist, Phyraxians. These are the suggested ones apparently. Clearly I should have went with the Boreans this time. My bad. And these are the tech. Yeah, you probably don't want to be too behind in techs. I'll probably have to deal with that. If I go attack the Acutians and steal some of these, that'd be good though. Let's see if I can do that after this research. Only took 2 minutes and 20 seconds. and I guess a lot could have happened in that time frame, but seemingly not. So let's just steal this research. Not friendly action, it's a lot of action raid for technology. Yeah, so it's quantum computers. Let's go. Oh, and I'm right here. Wonderful. Yeah, these combats are procedurally generated, so things go in random positions, including the start point of your ship, which means you can start right on top of your objective and kinda win instantly. Just need to outrun this damn missile and not hit the other missile and hit both of them anyway. Oh well. I'm done anyway. It's that simple. There's not much they can do for the most part until they get a large fleet, then you're probably in a bit of trouble. People stealing their last tech. Why the hell not? Same positions again. I guess it's not as randomized as I imagined. You can see there that killing the projectiles handy. And we are done. So there's 2 free techs for me. If I go to the racial power grid, which is the wrong one, if I go to the computer advisor, I can see I'm not behind in so many techs, which is fantastic. I'm still strong. Race relations. Acutians hate me. The Andors kinda don't like me. The Pelchans seem to like me, I guess. That's what the blue line is. Just a whole bunch of information is given. It's some useful, some not so useful, I guess. I mean, you get a lot of information in the tech progress. This handy screen lets you know who's researched what. As you can see, I've not researched much of this. Neither has anyone else for the most part. The Andors have probably done the most for the looks of it. So I have to keep an eye on them. Good thing I'm trying to build a relationship with them. How fun. So you've got all these techs. All these upgrades. You see you've got upgraded ships that races can throw out. All the way up to tier 5, tier 6, oh god, tier 7 ships. That is slightly terrifying. Now apparently only the Evok and the Skylaxians can get this tier 7 ships, so that's a bit weird. I don't know about that. That just seems really weird. I wonder what the logic behind that is. And that's pretty much the game in a nutshell. Your task, if you choose to accept it, is to decide whether you want to buy this game. If you love the grand strategy part of it, then you're probably well set for this game. I would say the actual tactical combat is lacking. That is just my preferential position. I just feel it's lacking, and there could have been more to it. More would be nice. In other words, I don't know what more I want, I just know I want more. How very descriptive. Maybe more complexity would have been a good start. But yeah, the game is available on Steam. It's available on Gamersgate, Humble Bundle, GOG, for $20 or your regional equivalent. This is a Jack with my first impressions of The Last Federation. Hope you enjoyed watching the video, so yeah.